we're staying. Well, we're kind of couch surfing, me and my dad, because we're building a house at the moment. In really close to the beach, just like 30 seconds away. So we were staying with my grandpa, and now we're staying with my dad's mate, and now also my mate. And it's been fun. I've been just surfing and skating every single day, working a bit on Nalu and other things, and it's been pretty good life here.
So today is Monday, and actually I don't have classes on Monday, but I am currently at school because I was just doing some homework, writing some papers, and doing some more Nalu work. It's been heaps fun. I actually just went to a school in Queens, and I spoke about Nalu in front of the girls there, which was super cool, and I actually came here straight from that talk. So it's been a busy day. And I think a lot of what shaped me as a person is, being exposed to so many different cultures at such a young age and meeting so many different people from all of different countries. Like I was 11 when we traveled for a year all over Asia, and it totally opened up my view, to the brighter, bigger world. It wasn't just our little town in Holland anymore.
I thought like the world kind of revolved around like my hometown, and then the first time I went into a third world country was in India, I think. And it was just insane seeing like all the roads, all the people, and it was just chaos. And I loved it so much. And that I'll never forget that moment. As soon as I like stepped out of the airport, I just saw everything. It was just insane. And that really changed me. That was one of those moments in my life.
Like I turned 13. And what we realized when we went back to the schools to go visit our friends was that most of my friends weren't at school anymore. And then when we asked, the teachers where our friends were, they told us that in this area, the government pays for school fees and school uniforms only up until they're 12 years old. But after 12, they stop with the uniform contribution, which causes these enormous school dropout levels, especially in these poor communities, because without a school uniform, you were not allowed to go to school.
That was my first time seeing that. It's like seeing something react for a new piece of clothing. And then she just ran into the bathroom, she put it on, and then when she came out, it was like she was like 10 times taller with pride.
Wow.
She was just and then the whole school is watching, right? So that really boosted her level of happiness and power.
We've given over 8,000 school uniforms now. And since we started giving school uniforms within the pilot school that we first started giving school uniforms, enrollment has doubled because kids from all around the neighboring villages started hearing that they could go back to school. So they did. So all of a sudden, these schools had twice as many people at the school. It was actually really cool because Finn's a great drawer. He's always liked to, draw designs. And it was my 14th birthday. And we went to this really like small little factory in Bali, like on the side of the road. And I sat down and Finn rocked up with this drawing, and we were like, let's make some shirts. So they showed us all these different swatches, and they showed us all these different designs. And that's how it all started. We produced 8 t-shirts.
This one time I was sitting in the school bus with these people, and this kid sat next to me, and I don't know, I just kind of looked at him and he looked at me, and then he really reminded me of my best friend in Bali. And then it hit me, like, this kid could drop out and be enslaved, like child slavery, and work for like a Kmart factory, And then that moment still drives me today.
And Nalu.com had already been taken, and Billabong owned the words Nalu. And once we found that out, everyone advised us to change our name as soon as possible because legally they would have been allowed to ask for the profit of all the sales with any shirt or product with Nalu on it. But instead of changing the name like everyone told us to, we actually emailed Billabong ourselves and said hey dude, what's up? So we started this brand, and it's actually called Nalu, and we know that you've owned the word Nalu since like 1989. But like, hey, could we use it?
Clothing is one of the most dirtiest industries in the world, you know, because everybody has clothes, right? And there's all these toxins in it that's not only bad for the earth, it's also bad for your body. And basically, all these clothes go to the waste, you know, because people grow, and then that just ends up in the earth, and that's going to destroy it.